Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video of me, Fastball40. My voice is back, which is brilliant. Thank God for that. And if you are watching this right now at 5:30, anytime up until about 7:30, I will be live streaming right down below on Twitch. You click on the link in the description and you'll be able to come over and watch me live. Again, cheeky plug for my trading guides over there. It's $4.99 a month for your subscription or your first month free with Twitch Prime. You get access to all the silver trading filters that I use, that all my subscribers use, and make millions of coins a week. And you also get access to like a weekly trading guide, a promo trading guide, etc, etc. The cheeky plug for me, click down below and get involved. Also, if you're new down here, subscribe down below, click the like button, comment whatever you want in the video. Like I always say, my nose is big, my voice is deep. Any one of those is fine. But yeah, this video is essentially a follow-on from yesterday. So yesterday evening, I taught you guys about price fluctuations, how things changed. I'm going to show you the cards that did sell, the cards that haven't sold yet, and so you get some idea of that. And then talk to you about why you've got to be careful at the moment with icon trading and how you guys can make a lot of money, a lot of coins from icon, essentially not from icons, but from what's coming, essentially. So we'll start off by looking at the transfer list. So remember I said to you yesterday, I picked up Deco for 1.5 something or other, maybe some 1.75 straight away. Okocha the same. That Pires we picked up for 1.96 or for 2.20. It's easy profit. It's guaranteed profit. It will happen with the fluctuations. Overmars didn't sell overnight. A lot of people were, I think, panic listing him a little bit. So he dropped off a little bit during the night, but he's climbed up again this morning. So I'm hopeful that he'll sell for about 380 at some point in the next 24 hours. My problem is I don't really want to be holding these guys right now. I really don't want them. I want them gone. Even with Socrates, I pay 500. I'll take 520 for him and mine a loss if I need to because... Oh, Somebody as well. We paid 420 for this guy and he sold for 8.4. So nice for the silver trading. Clear that off. We are expecting any day now the mid-icon SBC, okay? So that's coming realistically. The EA really removed, you know, the icon SBCs we had last year, specifically like Ronaldo, Hullet, etc, etc. EA removed those from the game, and the effect that had on the market was that FODDER and all those sort of cards were just at like bargain basement prices. Everyone was just crashed down the bottom. In my opinion, I think EA now know it was an error. The reason EA removed them from the game, again, this is my opinion, but it's pretty much fact, is it allowed people to craft to icons and things like that relatively cheaply, even free for me last year. I was doing it for free for Prime R9. And it was a way of them forcing people to spend money on FIFA points to get to buy the Prime icons. It was disgusting, it was bang out of order, and they replaced it with icon swaps, which are an utter scam. You guys can see that from 9 weeks, once those icons sold with nearly 4 million coins on the account. That's just from 9 weeks straight trading. We're at 7.5 mil transfer profit nearly now. I can buy any one of those icons on the icon swaps within a week of trading, realistically. It's not difficult. We need friends. We'll do all time for now, transfer profit. Right, so, yes, nearly 7.5 mil transfer profit. Yellow big dog and 2.1, let's go. But yeah, 7.5 million transfer profit now. I can buy, in a month, I've made enough to buy any of the icons and icon swaps without having to play a crappy game, part of that game mode. Which also included first owner requirements, which meant you had to open packs. For my opinion, it was disgusting. EA should be ashamed of themselves. I don't like it. It's awful. It's why I advise people don't do icon swaps. Just trade and buy the icon that you want. But anyway, the icons weren't put into game this year, which meant they crashed. So what EA have done, as you guys know, is brought out base icon SBCs. They've done it twice now. They brought a base icon SBC out after the base icons were gone from packs, which again was a scam. And again, I love a disgusting move from what's been a vile company so far this year. And then they're now in the code. We see a mid-icon SBC. Now, in my opinion, now the base is gone. That will be coming, I think, this week at latest next week. But I'm comfortable saying this week. The reason why I think that, number one, I think they were testing the water with Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder's about 650k to do, give or take, from scratch. Okay, which is, in my opinion, a bit too expensive. I get the card; it's a superb card. It's a very, very good card, but it's too expensive. But Ben Yedder did not really hold the market up to the level it was at before. And they need something to do that. They need something to make it worth people opening packs. That's what they care about. All they care about is making money. So if you're opening up packs, 100k pack, and you're getting 386s, for example, I mean, that's probably wishful thinking with the pack weight, but let's say 386s over the course of 500k packs. If those 86s are at one point this year, they're all worth 12, 13k. It's not worth your money to open these packs up. You're like, why would I bother? So EA needs something to keep the price up, and that's why they released the base icons. Now, what happened when the first base icon was released? FODDER shot up massively. We were seeing Verratti's at 23, 24. We were seeing Pjanic's at 25. We're seeing them all at the top end of their price ranges. Hummel shot up. Benzema shot up. It was ridiculous. It was mental. And that realistically is why you guys can make big bank from the SBC. Right now, if you look at the price of fodder, now the base icon's gone, and there's nothing really holding the market up too much. Marco Verratti is down, I was checking a minute ago, he's down like 17, I think, give or take. Yeah, down at 17. Pjanic is the same, if you look at Pjanic. $16 there, which I'm going to buy and hold on to. So now I don't care about being unsigned. You guys know I don't care about being unsigned. I don't care about being packed up on this game. I don't care about any of that sort of stuff. I don't want to buy too many too quickly. But I have no problem in buying fodder if I'm going to see a rise in it. If I'm going to see a profit in it, then I don't mind. 16k, it's going to be very difficult not to see a rise at some point, realistically. Fodder right now is lower than it's ever been. So, my advice to you, buy fodder. If you've got the spare coins, I've got 2.7 mil here plus another million on the transfer pile selling. I don't mind spending 700 odd K on fodder if I think I can pick up 3 or 4k from these players. My advice to you is 86s. Try and look to buy under 17k. If you can buy under 17k, you're doing well. That's where 17k has been a sort of sweet spot for most of the SBCs. When there's been a good SBC, 17k tends to be a sweet spot for where the players are. They'll climb up at random moments, in random sort of times where you see a really good SBC comes out, an SBC that people really want to do. They climb up at random points, but again, I'm not sure exactly when the base icon SBC come out. I probably should have checked before we did it, but as you can see with Pjanic, for example, he sees peaks and troughs all the time. So you can get up as high as 22, drop down to 19, drop down to even further to 18, even further now to like 17s. He does climb and rise a lot, which means that realistically, buying these under 17k, buying all these players under 17k, you're going to see a profit at some point, no matter what happens. There will be an SBC that comes out which sees your profit. So now, who do I normally trade with? And I show you guys these guys on stream all the time. I'm a massive fan of Verratti. I'm a massive fan of Pjanic. Di Maria is a great one to trade with because he's a winger. He's an 86 rated winger. I don't know what he's going for at the moment. He's probably a bit higher than this. But he's the exception to the rule of 17. I'd say you can usually get for like 22, 23 when he really rises. So Di Maria's a good shout. Again, if you see he's selling for 18 here, buy below. Try and buy at 17, 17.5 maximum. So you maximise some profit as much as possible. Parejo, we all know about fodder. 85 fodder. De Jong's a good shout at the moment. I like De Jong. I've always liked Rodri. I've always liked Koke. I've always liked Saul. They're guys that I really like. Koke, again, is right mid. So he usually goes for a K or two more. But because of chem requirements sometimes, you see that he goes up a little bit more than most 85s. So he sort of gets up to sort of, from, let's say, for example, he's sitting at 12s at the time, which he is. Try and get for lower than this again. But if he's sitting at 12s at the moment, he usually gets up to sort of 15s and 16s because he's a right mid, which is always useful. 87-wise, Hummels was always a good shout. Benzema. Trying to think of other good guys. Bernardo Silva can be alright. Again, a winger, which was quite nice. Casemiro at 88s. Cruz at 88s. They'll make profit right now. They're at the lowest they've been for a long while. As you just saw by that graph with Pjanic, he's been sitting consistently at 19s. He's down at 17s right now. Look, what good SBC came out last week, and Pjanic got up to 21. It was mental. The Casemiro sat. If it gives me a capture for checking the price of players, I'm going to fume. Unless the internet's just gone down, but I don't think it has. No, it doesn't look like it has. It's giving me a capture because I'm checking the price of players, lads. That is utterly, utterly ridiculous. This company, man, I can't even. So apparently you can't check the price of players anymore, lads, so they'll make it difficult for you. So just buy them blindly. But yeah, these players are at the lowest they've been for a long, long while. And so there realistically is no reason not to invest. And I remember watching years ago, watching Nepenthes, and Nepenthes said, if the price of something seems too cheap, and he's not even a trader, but he's like, if the price of something seems too cheap, it's probably too cheap. So pick up on him. When the 83s, there's a guy called Lewis, one of my subscribers. When Casemiro is way too high, I don't invest in Casemiro at all. He's way, way too high. What the hell is going on with him? Did he get an from this week? I don't feel like he did. Maybe he did. He might have got in from this week. I might be completely blind on that. But he picked up about 500k's worth of 83s and made bank from it. Because if the price of 83s is too cheap, if they're down at 1.5, 2k, something will rise them up. If you don't care really about opening packs up and you're just trading, then hold them. Go on a sign for a few days. Something will come out that's going to make you profit from them if you buy them at that absolute lowest. And look at the footprint graphs, look at the average prices, you're guaranteed to make profit. Other things to think about as well. Team of the week this week. I'll find out if Casemiro's in this team. I wasn't even aware that he was. Is he not? So he's not in this team. Why is he so high? It's really weird. Casemiro should not be that high. I mean, this is team of the week 1. Where's it says to me team of the week, right? View team. Oh, why is it not taking me to the latest one? Is this one 19 out of 19? Is this the one? This is the one. My bad. Yeah, Casemiro is in the team of the week. That's why it's so high. Don't invest in Casemiro. Don't touch him. But players from that team of the week there are the people that you want to be invested in as well. It may require a team of the week for this SBC. People are thinking the requirements are going to be team of the week. So again, if you can buy one at the lowest price they are, let's say for example, as an example, Lucas Leiva is not really usable. People won't use him. Lucas Leiva, that Canales perhaps, Visca. Visca's a definite one. If we search for Visca on transfer pile, you see, let's say for example, he's selling at the minimum for 30k. If you snap him up for 27, 28, you'll make profit at some point. At some point you need an SBC for an 86 rated player. You bought him below what he sells for. You can make profit from him. I would advise, if you're going to invest in current team of the week players. They're at the lowest when they're in packs. Once they're out of packs, they climb. Usually guarantee profit. But just look at FODDER. Go into Footbin, or just go to Google. Type in cheapest player by rating, Footbin, and it'll bring up all the cheapest players. Check the graph. See what price they were at a couple of days ago. See what they've dropped to now. And think, right, that's the cheapest they're going to be. I'm happy with that. I'll pick up 1 or 2. That's where you make your bank. And for me, I'm probably going to buy maybe 50, 60. If I see the price is right for me, I'm going to buy 50, 60. Once I get the go ahead from a few people that I know that actually the SBC is coming. If it's coming, I'm like, bang, let me pick up and buy. Again, the final things to think about, selling the hype. Don't get me wrong, when the SBC comes out, the players shoot up in price. But if we get some sort of confirmation that it's coming, you can guarantee yourself profit as the market will steadily climb. When the base icon number 2 came, the prices actually went down after the SBC came out. So the prices went up into 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock came, they stay steady, and then the next day they were down. So if you can sell when the hype as they climb, let's say you picked up Pjanic's for 16k and he gets to 19, 20k. If you're picking up something in the region of 2, 3k profit a card and you've got 50 of them, and you can be sitting there going, like, actually, I've now got myself 100k profit, take that profit. Don't wait for them to rise. Don't get greedy, whatever you do. But you can make bank from this SBC. I did it last time. You can do it right now. But that's going to be the end of the video, lads. If you are new around here, subscribe down below, click the like button, and come and watch me on Twitch. That's where we do everything live. And that's where you make your big bucks. But for now, lads, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.